helps us getting more and more reliable. In terms of this particular vehicle, towards the end version of the crew, I want to say 96, 97%. It's pretty close. It's right on the way, and I'm actually, I mean, after every launch, of course, I'm very happy and glad whatever we did to the rocket worked so well. So same now.
Right here.
Chris Gebhardt with NASA Spaceflight. For Dan, it's more a curiosity question. I know back in February, Dragon had a little hiccup on its first berthing attempt to the station and had to delay a day. If that were to occur again, what would the contingency plan be in terms of the spacewalk that's planned for the following day?
That's a great question. I should have clarified that yesterday. Well, if we have to do a one rev workaround, I mean, the main thing with working with the Russians is, you know, if we get into I'll say somewhat of a contingency case where we're already in the air and we need to you know, do a once around and rebirth on the next day. We haven't had the discussions with the Russians, but I'm sure we would certainly coordinate a successful berthing and be able to carry out their EVA. Whether we could do it the same day or not, we'd have to go work that. But certainly, I think the Russians would work with us. So I'm really not concerned about that in case we do have that problem that we did see on the February mission.
Ken Kramer, Universe Today, Northeast Astronomy Forum. Really for both of you, I wonder if you can give us an update, please, on the Crew Dragon. It's really easy to imagine and happy to imagine that a year from now we might be launching people on the Dragon. From Hans, from your perspective, can you tell us where we're at? What do you have to still accomplish? When is that access arm going to get installed? And from the NASA perspective, what does it look like?
From my perspective, I mean, we have pieces of hardware, large pieces coming together to, you know, the crew capsule. Basically, we are in the weeds of qualifying hardware and working through the final designs, and software development is coming along great. I see people working on operations, so I think this is coming together at a great pace and with a lot of effort from the team. And you know, I'm pretty sure a year from now, yes, this looks about right.
And that's kind of where I was. I mean, we're very eager to, you know, especially in the FY19 period, to see a commercial Crew Dragon come to the station on a routine basis. I imagine you'll see us flying some, I'll say, the Dragon 2 version of very similar spacecraft to support cargo ahead of, you know, or to get some more, you know, flights under its belt on Dragon 2, maybe even before we step up to, you know, I'll say the serious crew rotations that we need to occur on the International Space Station. So we're working with SpaceX right now to, you know, see what that conversion time is to go from a Dragon 1 configuration, is what we saw today, into a Dragon 2, and again, just to get more runtime on that vehicle. So those discussions are ongoing.
Okay, we've got someone bringing you the mic.
Randy Siegel from WSTU Radio. To follow up on that, at what point do you expect to be able to name a crew to the SpaceX flight to the International Space Station?
Sure. Well, you know, we have our 4 crew that are in the training, you know, and discussions are ongoing, and I think we're getting very, very close. I'll say within the next month or two, we could have to specify, based on you know, detailed training down and in of which 2 crew members may be selected. But you know, I'd have to go back and really check with our, you know, the commercial crew program. But I've seen some recent discussions on that we're getting pretty close to having to name the crew.
We've got a question with James.
Thanks, James, Day in Florida Today. A couple of questions. First, Hans, which booster are you reusing for your upcoming SES mission? And Dan, can you comment at all on NASA's NASA looking at used boosters for CRS missions?
That is a good question. I think it is one of the CRS boosters. I thought it's the last one or the one before. I'm not totally sure on those two.
And for reuse on CRS missions, right now our plan is for CRS 13.